Hello friends, and welcome to the weekly moon update. In these videos, we talk about the moon energy and a little bit of astrology for the current week. In this video's case, we are talking about July 7th through July 13th, and we have a big, bright, full Capricorn moon this week. So like I've said in my previous videos, this entire moon cycle, the Cancer moon cycle, gives us this opportunity to kind of check in to where we are at compared to where we started at the beginning of the year. It's been a full 6 months since we have been in the season of Capricorn at the beginning of January, and we were setting goals and intentions for this year. So now we're kind of halfway through and we're able to kind of check in with where we are at with our goals and intentions and figuring out how we want to finish out the rest of the year. Also happening this week, on Monday, Uranus is changing signs. Now, Uranus is a very volatile and explosive planet, and it's ruled by Aquarius. So Aquarius is like the trendsetter, the Aquarius energy is like very much before its time. It's like the things that push us into evolution. And that means that Uranus is the planet of freedom and liberation. It's like those things that push us towards change. And it is moving into the sign of Gemini, which is also kind of a playful, kind of trickster sign. And Gemini is ruled by Mercury. Which is the planet of communication. But if you remember, Mercury is the trickster god, and so I think combined with Uranus energy, that this is going to kind of emphasize that trickster energy, and it feels very volatile. So we're having this big transition this week, and with so much going on in the world, I'm not really sure like what that might mean for us. I think we're going to see a lot of big changes while Uranus is in Gemini. But in these videos, I prefer to focus on the moon because the moon represents our emotions and we are in control of our emotions. And I think it's important, especially during chaotic times, to focus on the things that you can control because there is so much that is out of our control. So let's jump into the moon energy for this week and focus on this full moon in Capricorn. So the full moon is happening on Thursday, the 10th at 4:36 p.m. The interesting thing about this is last year we had 2 Capricorn full moons. This year, if it had been a minute later, if the full moon had been a minute later, we would have not even had a Capricorn full moon. Well, I guess it could have happened in the previous month, but as you can see, void of course, meaning the moon is going to start to transition into Aquarius at 4:36 p.m. So honestly, it may have been, if it had been a minute later, we may have had an Aquarius full moon instead of a Capricorn full moon. This is important if you want to do Capricorn related full moon workings. So you want, and it really kind of feels like we're not in Capricorn energy for that long. I don't know. The void of course times, the last week and this week are very, very strange. Well, we're moving into Capricorn energy at 4:55 a.m. Wednesday, and then it's starting to transition Thursday afternoon. So it really feels like, and then it's very long transition. It's almost 24 hours, maybe it's like 20 hours, because the moon will move into Aquarius at 1:21 p.m. Friday. We're really not in the Capricorn energy for very long. It's very weird. I mean, I guess technically we're in Capricorn energy from all day Wednesday, all day Thursday, and then into Friday until we move into Aquarius. But really, I mean, it's moving. It's in between signs for this whole period of time. So I don't know. Anyways, I think it's going to be important to do your full moon workings on Wednesday evening is my point with that. Or during the day Thursday. I don't know. Most people like to do full moon workings when they can see the moon in the sky, which is in the evening. Whatever you want to do, just know that we are in the Capricorn energy Wednesday night for sure. So because the moon is full on Thursday, that means we have a waxing gibbous moon Monday through Wednesday. And then after the full moon, its energy and light will start to decrease. So we have a waning gibbous moon Friday through Sunday. So we're starting off this week with Sagittarius energy, which is technically closing out the Sagittarius full moon cycle that we had last month. Unlike Capricorn energy, Sagittarius is right before the beginning of the year or transition into the new year. So Sagittarius season is kind of that just end of year, the like end of school kind of feeling of like we're saying goodbye to this year, but we're not really in the next year yet. So there is this more like playful, celebratory kind of energy to it. Whereas Capricorn is like, okay, it's a new year. Let's get started. Let's get going. So Sagittarius energy has more of that fun and playful energy that we have seen here in Gemini season as well, because Sagittarius and Gemini are opposite signs, opposite times of the year. But while they are opposite, they do have a lot of similarities as well. And that's why they balance each other out. So Sagittarius energy kind of has this like dreamy energy to it. It's like getting excited about what it is that you want to do next. It's like reflecting on the previous year and like recognizing, it has that energy of like recognizing the good things, recognizing the good times, because, you know, like when we're in these crazy times and crazy years, we tend to focus on like the negative. But Sagittarius helps us to remember, yeah, we had a lot of crazy times, but remember that like really, really good time. And it encourages us to remember those things as we're looking forward for the future and hoping for more. It has this very hopeful kind of energy to it and excitement. It's like looking forward to the next thing. So Monday and Tuesday, we're going to be in Sagittarius energy. And like I said earlier, we're moving into Capricorn energy at 4:55 a.m. And again, like, look at this transition time. I don't know what the heck is happening. So Monday afternoon at 5:29 p.m., the moon starts to transition into Capricorn, but it doesn't move into Capricorn until Wednesday. I don't know what the heck is going on with why the moon is taking it. Maybe it's because it's Cancer season, Cancer sun season. It's taken its sweet time. The moon is practicing some self-care and just taking it slow and steady and making its transitions very, very gradual. It's like taking some pit stops along the way, and enjoying the scenery while it's traveling between zodiac constellations. So Capricorn energy, I've talked a lot about this already, and the thing that we focus on with Capricorn energy is the fact that it helps us set goals and achieve goals. Capricorn season is as we enter the winter season, and it always has its goal set at the sun is going to be returning. The winter solstice represents the time when the sun starts its journey closer to us. So it always knows that the sun is on the horizon. It knows that spring is coming. It knows that warmer days are coming. So it's able to like use its resources wisely to get through the winter, to get to that goal or to climb that mountain. So we talk about this a lot with Capricorn. We talk about its building energy, its success, and its achievement. In the planner here, we're asking you to put gold stars on the accomplishments that you've had this year. But the thing that I think is not really talked about a lot with Capricorn is remembering that the winter solstice is the darkest day of the year, or the longest night of the year. And the winter solstice is technically the new moon time of year, which is the darkest time of year. What happens when you are in the dark for a period of time is that you begin to find clarity. Your eyes begin to adjust and you're able to see in the dark better. So I think that one of the things that is not talked about enough with Capricorn is that it is very intuitive and it's able to see in the dark, and it has Capricorn energy has a lot of psychic energy to it. And because it's like anchored and grounded and earthy, and it's able to pull that wisdom from the darkness and gleam its messages. And I think that's like really significant for this time because things are so uncertain. But we have to know that spring is coming. There is a light at the end of that tunnel, and that is something that Capricorn can teach us. And with a full moon, it's literally illuminating these things. A full moon illuminates the dark so that we can see clearly. So we are able, with being grounded and anchored in earthy Capricorn energy, and with a big, bright, full moon illuminating things, we're able to see in the dark, and we're able to find some understanding and clarity of the things that feel uncertain and unclear. However, it does feel like we're not in this energy for very long because I don't know what the heck is the void of course times are so weird. So the full moon is going to be at 4:36 p.m. and then at 4:36 p.m. it's going to start to transition into Aquarius. And then not only is this a very long transition into Aquarius, but it also feels like a very short time that we're in Aquarius as well, because Friday afternoon we're moving into Aquarius officially at 1:21 p.m. But then the moon's going to start moving again and taking its sweet time to get to Pisces on Sunday. So we're having these really long transitions. I'm not really sure what that significant is other than the moon's taking its sweet time. I don't know. I don't know what this means. So Friday and Saturday, what happens after Capricorn sets its goals? Aquarius helps us come up with the new bright ideas, the out of the box thinking of how to accomplish these goals. So again, it's bringing in the air element, which is wisdom and clarity. So whatever was illuminated for you, Aquarius can help us like understand it a little better, or help make sense, or help to see that vision of the future and what that might mean. So then on Saturday, the moon will start to transition at 3:44 p.m., but will not move into Pisces until 7:45 p.m. Sunday. So we're starting off next week with Pisces, a water sign, which is not my favorite. This is, again, some like dreamy, spacey kind of energy. Hopefully we're going to anchor into this full moon. We're going to reassess and reevaluate for the rest of this year, and hopefully find some clarity moving forward of how we want to close out this year, or what to expect with the rest of 2025. Our card for this week is coming from the Priestess of Light Oracle by Sandra Ann Taylor and Kimberly Weber. And we have Harvest, Gathering of Blessings. The Priestess of the Harvest gazes at an ear of corn with great reverence and appreciation for this sacred sustenance. The cause, or in parentheses, the seeds, along with the effect, in parentheses, the nourishing food, coexist right in her hands, a tribute to the bounty and blessings of Mother Earth. So, ear of corn is both the seed and the fruit of the harvest. So the priestess knows that her own efforts and intentions are part of the ongoing abundance that nature provides. When you receive this card, you are being put on notice that your harvest is coming. There is a project or goal to which you have devoted much effort and attention, and you are about to reap the rewards. You have planted your intentions with care and taken the action needed to tend the seeds and cause them to thrive. So if you haven't already seen the fruits of your labor growing in your life, be aware of the potential bountiful results about to come your way. And if there is some work yet to be done, consider the best course of action and make that a priority. Remember too the simultaneity of the cause and effect. Even as you harvest the blessings of the past actions, you are planting the seeds of the future outcomes. So as you ready yourself for the coming harvest, also know that your sacred appreciation for the gifts you're receiving will be seeding the energetic fields with even more joyous results. The affirmation of this card is, I work joyously on the goals that I am planting now, and I appreciate all the support and sustenance that the universe has to offer. So I think this is a really perfect card for this moon cycle and this Capricorn full moon to be reassessing what it was that you planned at the beginning of 2025 in Capricorn season, and what is coming to fruition and what is not working. How do you want to change things up? How do you want to readjust what you're doing? I mean, you were probably a different person back then at the beginning of 2025, as are we all, and you might have different goals and ideas and dreams at this time. So this is really a good card for this full moon, and also a good time to just be checking in and reevaluating everything. Our chakra card is Divine Service. The divine light and emanating love of the divine rises within you now, and you are a glowing beacon of hope for others. Focus your attention and intention on being of spiritual service to others. Ask those around you how they are doing and listen closely and compassionately to their response. If you have soul gifts you are aware of in this lifetime, use them consciously to assist others as you are called. Make time to be of service to the divine. This is a soul star chakra located a foot above your head. The crystal is morganite, which is a very wonderful heart healing stone, and the herb is white lotus. So I think this is a really significant card because I think that so much is uncertain and up in the air, and I think everybody is going through a lot. So it's always an important reminder to remember that the people that we're interacting with throughout the day are going through something too, and to just be kind and gentle with each other, and to be kind and gentle with yourself. For those of us in this community, our spiritual community, we did come here to like help people, help be of service. I personally didn't know I was going to be struggling so much because I feel like I'm like empty and running on empty, and I can't help people, and it really bothers me and upsets me when I can't help people. So I'm just like, why did I come here in such a deficient way when I know that I'm also supposed to be helping in some way. But we have to remember to just allow ourselves to rest and recharge, and hopefully get a full tank and fill our cup so that we can help others. And last but not least, our crystal of this week is Black Obsidian. I feel like we got this recently too, so it seems like a Black Obsidian time right now, which is a wonderful scrying stone as well as helping to clear energy and release blockages. So Black Obsidian is a cleansing and healing. Black Obsidian is cleansing and healing, creating a clear channel and space for you to move and flow without obstruction. This gem forms a shield of protective energy that absorbs negativity and blocks any psychic attack attempts. Black Obsidian activates the lower chakras, particularly the root chakra, making it a grounding stone and an excellent ally in letting go. The affirmation is, I am protected and safe from harmful energies. I flow without obstruction. A beautiful, beautiful card. I also think I forget about the flow aspect to obsidian, and need a reminder that it is a volcanic stone. So I think of that lava flowing and like burning through things, burning through obstacles before solidifying and becoming solid again. So we have a lot of energy this week, a lot of energy, a lot of light, a lot of power, a lot of shifts and transitions, a lot of uncertainty, but the Capricorn full moon can help ground us and center us and help anchor us so that we're able to receive wisdom and clarity. And this is also a time to readjust and reevaluate what your goals are in this world, in this life, and in this year. So I hope that you have a wonderful, happy full moon. Thank you for being here with me today. I cannot wait to see you on the other side of the looking glass again sometime soon. In this video's case, we are